King's Country at kingscountry.net. You've been seeing the ad on the Jim King of the TV show and hearing it on King's Country. NerdCon coming to Mont Belvieu this weekend. You can get all the details at nerdconmb.com. That's nerdconmb, motherbaby.com. With me on the phone is one of the attendees at NerdCon this weekend, Keith Coogan, the actor.
Oh, my gosh. How are you?
I'm just fine. How's it up there in Hollywood?
It is traffic. They've invented a new term on the traffic reports here for the radio stations. You don't want to know what the term is?
What is that?
Parade speed. Yes, I'm waving at people like I'm a Christmas parade. Hi, everyone. Hi, good morning. Well, thanks for having me on and helping talk about NerdCon. It's amazing.
Yeah, NerdCon this weekend coming to Mont Belvieu. We've been talking about it here on the Jim King of the TV and radio shows a lot. With me on the phone, I've got actor Keith Coogan, Adventures of Babysitting, and all kinds of other stuff. You can come out and meet him. You're going to be signing autographs, I understand, at NerdCon?
We do. We've got autographs. We've got other great celebrity guests, comic artists, voiceover artists from anime, cartoons, 70 vendor booths. And you know how much it costs to get in?
Free.
Admission is free. Free and free parking, which no one in LA, that just doesn't exist.
We love free stuff here and cheap dates especially. Yeah, coming out to NerdCon. Again, it's this Saturday, October 21st at the Eagle Point Recreation Complex in Mont Belvieu. Again, free to enter and park, as Keith just told you, featuring over 80 booths. Celebrity and cosplay guests, contest games, comics, and more. Are you going to dress up for this, Keith?
I maybe as Megan. I don't know. No, I'm not a real big Halloween or a dress-up guy. I do wear a lot of different costumes and stuff, in the job. But I'm a Christmas guy, and believe it or not, I need a good Easter basket.
That's Keith Coogan. I'm a big fan of your grandpa.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was worked his whole life and was kind of a rascally grandpa. He never would really help me read roles. He just would tell me to show up on time and watch your money and be careful of mothers.
Yeah, Keith Coogan's dad, grandpa actually was Jackie Coogan, Uncle Fester, my favorite on Addams Family.
Oh, thank you. Shoot him in the back. Morticia.
So you're an actor. Do you also do voice work?
I did one voiceover job, despite auditioning for many after that. But somehow I was Todd, the fox, in The Fox and the Hound. And to be part of an animated classic movie like that is great. Part of the reason, I support that at cons, as well as the babysitting films, action stuff. I was just listening to a podcast about toy soldiers with Sean Astin, Will Wheaton, Lou Gossett Jr., and Andrew Divoff. And but the voiceover stuff, I went up for the voice of Jack and Jack in the Box, but didn't book it. Even went for Hunchback of Notre Dame. And at the time, there was this little script going around called Hamlet the Lion King, but I didn't get it. But very happy to be the fox.
Keith Coogan, you can meet him this Saturday in Mont Belvieu. Have you ever been to Texas before?
We have been to Texas. We've been all over. We even did a great Alamo Drafthouse run from, I think we did 4 cities. And so we love Texas. Texas fans are great. Sometimes people, the nostalgia for the babysitting stuff. And then sometimes the toughest guy will come up to you and just be like, Fox and the Hound broke me, man. So Texas fans are fantastic.
All right, and you can meet this
We did
man.
get stuck in the elevator in Austin, though, trying to get down to the screen.
That's actor Keith Coogan, born in Palm Springs, California, my old stomping grounds. Your dad,
really?
Yes, I actually lived in Palm Springs. I started my radio career out there. I went out to Hollywood in 1983, hoping to do what you're doing, and didn't quite work out that way. Became a bartender in Hollywood, and went to broadcasting school, and here I am still doing it. So
I know my wife, really, Pinky, she loves to, she wanted to be a news reporter and investigative journalist, so she got her, bachelor's in communications for that. I just worked on the job, and I love it. It's, I'm a journeyman. I love jumping show to show, project to project. I loved it as a kid, and still I love it now. Still love it. I just was on The Rookie on ABC with Nathan Fillion. He's amazing. And independent film just came out a few weeks ago, Wrong Reasons, on all the streamer, Apple Plus and Amazon, and I shouldn't mention other companies' names, but the DVD and the Blu-ray, definitely get the Blu-ray for Wrong Reasons. I own the behind the scenes, the blooper reel. It's probably some of my best work.
Did you go on strike with the other actors? Are you out there striking too?
We are. We're currently on strike. It's for film and television, all the streaming and all that good stuff. You could do talk shows, and you can do radio shows as we're doing now, and podcasts and short films. And they also have an interim agreement if you just accept what SAG is asking for. Plenty of productions, hundreds, 300-400 productions already working under the new agreement. It shows it can be done. And so we just we're going to let our negotiating committee handle that. I'm not going to speak on it. I just hope that they can see eye to eye and come to terms quick.
All right. Again, that's Keith Coogan. As a child actor, he appeared in Little House on the Prairie, The Waltons, The Love Boat, Fantasy Island, Laverne and Shirley, Mork and Mindy, Eight is Enough, Knight Rider, Growing Pains, Silver Spoons, Fame, and Chips. You've done all that. How has Hollywood changed over the years? What do you think about this AI that's on the horizon?
Hollywood keeps going cyclical, because I think in the 80s, 70s and 80s, a lot of those credits, that was a nice little golden age of television. And we went through that again with the streamers. So 3-4 years ago, we went through this kind of peak home streaming. And I know everyone staying home during, pandemic was a part of that. And the economics are all different. So we're just seeing it radically change now in front of our eyes, more so than sound technology, color technology, or the introduction of television into film. I love film. It's my preference, but I love theater, film, commercials. Heck, I'll do a 30-second spot if it has meaning and purpose.
Yeah. Well, you've been in over 100 national TV commercials. Is that correct?
Yes, for about 60 brands or so. McDonald's was one of my first and my last. From I think 6 years old to 16, and selling everything from toothpaste to toilet paper, Kool-Aid, Cool Whip, every kind of cereal you can, cars, you name it, I sold it.
Well, do you have any advice for young aspiring actors trying to make it in the business?
Oh, sure. I mean, remember, it's a 1 in a million shot for anybody, and so to get that edge, treat it like a craft. You hone that knife, you get training, you work in little black box theaters where no one will see you, and you just do the work. And maybe you're in one of those shows with a cast member that their agent comes and goes, you know what? I want to talk to them later. Just keep doing the work. And that's it. Just keep at it. And the only way to make sure that you fail at it is give up, quit. Mm-hmm. But also have a steady day job, a great education, which is really important. Actors know very little about a lot. It's a very shallow depth of knowledge, but it's very broad, because they can pretend to be medieval and they can pretend to be a cowboy, and but they're hopping project to project, and they'll do a little research for each. So that education, history, dramatic arts, theater, English, literature, all of those are things to study storytelling, and watch and enjoy movies and TV. That's
actor Keith Coogan. We're talking to him he's in Los Angeles right now. So on a typical week, do you still go out to interviews and auditions quite a bit?
They shut down any in-room interviews once we all stayed at home for what. And it's changed it. It's changed the way that you audition. It's great. You get to kind of choose your best take or takes and work on it. Study it. You don't get much time, maybe a day or two to prepare something and send it in. And that's it. There's no going back and callbacks. They're now casting off of these tapes that you send in.
Oh, okay.
And so that is another really radical way of changing. I'm currently on my way to work. I work at one of the studios in town as a tour guide. My grandfather had worked there 99 years ago, the old MGM studios. And we even have a street named after him across the street. So I am very lucky to have a flexible day job, allows me to do that and still pursue this business after, 47 years I've been doing it. I just love it.
That makes it pretty convenient now that you don't even have to go there in person. You can just send them a tape over the internet.
Yeah, they have a website, Actors Access, and they'll send you the audition, send you the sides, directions, instructions, what slate to do. You want to do costumes, great. You want to do something crazy, go for it. They don't encourage that when it was in room because people would get scary and throw chairs and But at home on tape, you can do whatever you want. I got a job just by editing a tape cleverly, and right when a bomb was about to go off, I just made it look like the camera cut out and it went to bars, I think I got a laugh just for that, and I got the job. So you can get creative with your tapes. One of them was like, you do not need to shoot this in a car. It was something where you get into a car. They're like, please don't shoot this in a car.
We're going to be there this Saturday, and I hope you'll do a TV interview with me because I also have a local TV show in Southeast Texas for 17 years. Will you do that?
Oh, I would love to. Yes, thank you.
All right, that's Keith Coogan. You can see him this Saturday, NerdCon. You've been seeing the ads on the Jim King of the TV show. It's at Eagle Point Recreation Complex in Mont, Belvieu, just 50 miles from Beaumont. It's free to enter and park, featuring over 80 booths, celebrity and cosplay guests, and contest games, comics, and much more. And the man we're talking to right now, Keith Coogan of Adventures in Babysitting, is going to be there. Mark Price, Skippy of Family Ties and Trick or Treat.
Yeah!
John Morris is going to be there. Andy of Toy Story.
Yes.
Val Mayrick of Howard the Duck. Allison Lee.
See?
That nurse of Pokemon is going to be there, too.
Oh, wow. See, we're plucking little bits of pieces of, people's childhoods and nostalgia, and you can come out and talk to the people. And just like here, as we were talk about making it and what it's like to do this stuff, and even encourage young filmmakers and performers that are interested in doing it. Texas is floating a 46% tax rebate for films that go and shoot in Texas. 30% for your shooting there, and then 8% if you cast there, and 8% if you crew up there. So up to 46% of your money back. So I encourage productions to come to Texas and hire up.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time, Keith.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for helping.
Look forward to meeting you in person. Are you going to have 8x10s you're signing there, or glossies?
We got those. We got merch. We got DVDs. We've got dishes from Don't Tell on the Babysitter. Said dishes are done, man. Bring your own if you have a DVD or a poster or anything. Sometimes people bring me their old, Fox and the Hound VHSs. We'll sign them. I'll say hi. Come on out, guys. It's going to be fun. And Skippy, great friend. I think we're on the same flight coming home, too. And remember, Michael J. Fox wasn't the only one who got laughs on Family Ties.
That's Keith Coogan. I can't wait to meet you in person this Saturday. I think the doors open at 10 till 6. Isn't that correct?
Yeah, we've got 10 to 6, and it is Saturday only. Bring the kids. Everyone comes in free. Free parking. You ride up on a horse, I'll give you a free autograph.
I'm pretty sure I'll be the only one there with a cowboy hat and a crown on top, Keith.
I doubt that.
Because I'm Jim King of the
road.
road.
You are the king. You are the big Jim King.
Yeah. Did you check out my site? Go check out my site if you get a chance. I checked out yours.
Oh, man, I was watching. I don't think it was Bull Riders Only the other day, but I was watching rodeo, and my wife comes in. She's like, really? At one point in the 90s, I had a pickup truck. I had my pit bull riding around L.A., and my Stetson I bought while I was on location in Charlottesville, Virginia. We went to D.C., and there was a Stetson thing across from the Capitol, a Stetson shop, so I bought a hat. And I was like, am I redneck? Maybe.
What part of Los Angeles do you live in?
Oh, right in the beautiful part of Burbank. Yes, beautiful downtown Burbank.
My sister used to live there. I lived out there for about 10 years in the Hollywood area. I actually lived on Kings Road for a spell.
I know that well. Absolutely know that. I know that road.
I was there from 83 to 92. I went there with a college degree in journalism, hoping to become an actor because somebody told me I looked like one. So I tried. I really didn't. I was unprepared. Like a lot of people go there with these pipe dreams and really don't have any preparation. That happens a lot, I think, out there.
They do, but where you were, you go down to Kings Road Cafe. You see all the, a lot of stars and even powerful, Hollywood attorneys and stuff will hang out there. But all the waiters absolutely have an IMDb page and a headshot, a website, a reel. Everyone in LA does. It's kind of staggering, but it's a really flexible economy. Actors have to find things that, work evenings or leaving their evenings open so they can do theater. And so you'll always see them pop up. And, I've worked many jobs. I worked front gate at Universal Studios within the last 10 years. And it was great. First day I'm out there and Scott Grimes comes through with Russell Crowe and just misses me. But he said Russell Crowe recognized me. So I had gone on break. They come running back to the gate to look for me. And I imagine in my mind, because apparently Don't Tell on the Babysitter's Dead is big in Australia, because the mom goes off to date the Australian sheep herder. And I imagine Russell Crowe running back to the gate, big fan, yelling, "Dishes are done, dude." So I'm always public facing. I've had a lot of real world jobs. My first job at 18, video store. It was at Point Doom Video. So you're like, "Here, Mr. Busey, here's your movie."
I actually worked at Paramount Pictures in the commissary back in the 80s for a short
Best
spell.
hot dogs in town. I always put there because they split them and had great fries. I rate all the studios by the food. Paramount had the best food.
Yeah, that was fun. Well, anyway, so nice to talk to you. Have safe travels to Mont Belvieu this weekend. It's Keith Coogan, the actor.
Thank you. I'm shooting a short Friday, loaded for Bear, and then hopping on a plane right after set, getting there, and we'll see you guys 10 a.m. Come on out to Mount Belvieu and NerdCon. All things nerdy.
Can't wait, Keith. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you for your time.
Have a good day at the studio.
I appreciate it. Oh, this traffic is parade speed.
Oh, I know the traffic has gotten worse over the years since the 80s. It's incredible.
Yeah, it's there's more cars in LA than there are people on the island of Manhattan.
Well, I look forward to meeting you in person, Keith, this Saturday, and lots of other people are too.
All right. Well, great talking to you, and we'll nerd out on movies and TV and hey, even video games. Whole new realm there.
Sounds like a plan. Thank you, sir.
Thanks. Take care. Rock and roll, and dishes are done, man.
Keep it between the ditches. Can't wait to meet Keith in person. Again, for all the details about this weekend's activities in Mont Belvieu at NerdCon, go to nerdconmb.com. That's nerdconmb.com. We'll see you Saturday.